Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Coffee and a Good Vibe. Today I'm here with Mark Brazil, the founder of IKONICK.
Co-founder, Jeff too.
And Jeff needs to be right in here.
There you go.
We're so fortunate to have you for your time today and be able to just like ask you questions, really like pick into your brain and just hear about you and how you created all that you have for your life.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. We got the coffee here. Set the vibe. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go. So we're going to start off. I'm going to put you on the spot. I just want to hear like a highlight reel about you. Where'd you come from? What's your story? I know it's like a loaded question, but let's hear it. I feel like you can say it best.
Yeah. So I'll keep it short. So I grew up in Long Island in New York. Great family. I had a sister. Mom and dad had been together their whole entire life. I was a big soccer player growing up, and I went to school for soccer and then immediately transitioned into an entrepreneur. I've never had a quote unquote real job. Everything was really good probably through college, and then shit hit the fan pretty bad. Just was in an array of bad positions probably all through my 20s. And then in about 2015, while I was touring the United States with a hat company, I came across a kid named TJ Bransfield, who's now known as Timmy Sneaks. I gave a piece of art to Rob Kardashian, which we sold for $1,000. Fast forward 4 years, his pieces were up to 20 grand, huge celebrity clientele. Through that, 95% of my emails were people that could not afford the art. So I saw a hole in the price point art market, dropped a limited time print, made $20,000, and I was like, wow, huge hole in the market. I was working with Jeff, my business partner now at the time, and we just started bartering on Instagram. And then eventually in 2017, in March, we started doing paid advertisements, and then right away it hit, and then now up and away. And now
was it always smooth sailing, like the journey?
No, it was absolutely terrible. At 28, I was in deep credit card debt. I actually have 3,500 tattooed on my left wrist because I was told I wasn't worth $3,500 when I was 27. So for me, I would say that my bad times were pretty low. I mean, when I was 23, I spent 7 months building a project. We got a letter of intent for money, and my business partner went away, and he actually passed away, and all the money was gone. So I mean, I've been through, so much shit, but that made me who I am today.
Yeah, damn. Did you ever have a mentor throughout this process or anything? Just kind of like guiding you or being like, hey, this is like what you can do next. Did you have someone who was like, who had you and would kind of mentor you through that?
That's a great question. So for me, I've been like a big reader, big podcast guy for a while now, but I never actually had like a quote unquote mentor. And I would say the last, probably when the Scooter and Gary thing started, I've been able to lean on them heavily. But now, probably the last 3-4 months, I have guys that I actually have a life coach. His name's Kevion. And then,
love Kevion.
There's a couple people that I've met that are, 10, 15 years older than me, more experienced, in a great position with their family, more success by societal standards.
Yeah.
So these are guys now that, they're just calling me just like to talk about life. And to be able, I always say that be careful who you take advice from. Like I would never take like business advice from someone that's not successful in business. You know what I'm saying? So it's all these people that I admire in some way, shape or form that are telling me and helping optimize me and make me a better human. So I do have mentors now, but then it was all through fucking up experiences and reading.
Wow, damn. What would you say to someone who's watching this? Maybe they're 20 years old, 23, early 20s, and they're trying to start their business and they're hitting these leaps and these adversities. What would you say to them if you could? They're like, they can't afford, I know mentors too, like you want to invest in Grant Cardone's program, like you got to have like 10K and they may not have that. What would you say to them? A
couple things. A is read. You could buy books for little to nothing. That's huge. And then the second thing is, the fact that Grant Cardone's course is $10,000, that's not how you should be looking at it. You should be looking at it as how can I provide value to Grant and then find a way to get in there for free. So a big thing is just finding white space in his whole entire life. It's a story I say all the time.
Yeah.
A guy named Jeremiah, he's actually does photo and video for Movement. He approached Rory Kramer to do work with him. Rory actually is coming right after, ironically enough. And Rory either didn't respond or didn't say yes to him. He analyzed Rory's content. He realized that Rory needed drone footage. He went, bought a drone, became well-versed in a drone for 3-4 months, approaches Rory and goes, hey, can I do the drone work for you? Magically, he responded right away and said yes. So it's really from a mentor standpoint, it's finding white space and finding ways to add value to those potential mentors. And then you'd be surprised. Like if somebody comes to me and can help me with my life, course I'm going to give you time.
Yeah.
So it's being creative.
And I think the key that you said about that is that a lot of people are like, what can I do for you? How can I add value? But they don't analyze and do like, where could I see myself fit and help you out? They ask you the loaded question. You're like, what do you do? What are you good at?
That is hysterical you say that, because I get so many DMs saying, what can I do for you? It's like, I don't know who you are.
Yeah.
And what am I going to go spend time to find what you could do
Yeah,
for me?
100%.
How about you analyze my stuff?
And then you come to me with a value offer that I
Exactly.
can't refuse. So you guys, you listening? This is how you slide into his DMs
That was
and
a
you
good one.
ask him.
People are crazy with that.
Yeah.
They're just asking. It's like, you could do a lot of things for me. I don't know what the answer is.
It's like, what are you good at? Yeah. What's going to set you apart? You talked about books. So do you have like top 3 books you'd recommend?
Top 3 books. Good to Great, Jim Collins. For anybody that's starting, I think Art of the Start by Guy Kawasaki is a really good intro one. 22 Immutable Laws of Marketing is really good. And then I actually haven't even read the book. I just got it and started. It's a 5 a.m. Club with Robin Sharma. I've consumed 20 hours of his content, but I have not read the book yet, but I would imagine the book has a lot to do with his content. So I would say that is a huge book as well.
That was like a perfect segue to 5 a.m. because if you guys follow him, which you should, plug is going to be on the screen and in the show notes below. Mark wakes up at 5 a.m. every day and you do cardio and you listen to a podcast. Why do you do that? Well, how does that set your day up for success? And how does that transfer over to all areas of your life?
So for complete transparency, I've been doing this for almost a month. A month and a half ago, I thought waking up at 7 o'clock was big. So for everybody out there, you can do it. And then it all changed when I actually sat down with Kevion, who's my life coach now, and he was waking up at 4:45. Yeah. And then I just tried it, and I actually was listening to Robin Sharma's podcast, and he helped me structure it. So now I wake up 4:55, I make my bed, I brush my teeth, I go downstairs at 5 o'clock, I'm on the stair climber. From 5 o'clock, I do 250 calories worth of cardio, usually to like 5:37. From 5:37 to 6, I look at my calendar, I analyze my day, my life, everything. 6:05 to 6:15, I shower. 6:15 to 6:30, I talk to my mom, my dad, or my sister. And then 6:30 to 8, I do the Robin Sharma 91-1, and it's 90 minutes focusing on the one most important thing, utter focus, which now, ironically enough, Jeff, who was, he works like a crazy person, but he would usually sleep a little later. He's actually now waking up, slowly starting to wake up earlier. So it's actually, that 6:30 to 8 is becoming like 6:30 to 7:30, 7:45. But literally, it has fundamentally changed my whole entire life, waking up earlier on so many different levels. The solitude in the morning, no one is bugging you. You have a clear mind. You can get important things out of the way. There's actually scientific studies about if you do cardio in the morning, it like releases, I don't know what the word is. I don't want to say the wrong word, like dopamine or something. Dopamine. But it's really weird because I just feel like I have so much more energy, which makes no sense because I'm waking up so early. And then I think I'm a huge confidence and momentum guy. Yeah. Like, you can't put into words what it feels like when someone is just starting at 8:30 and you've already done what they would do in a whole entire day. It's like, bro, I'm going to fucking crush you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, it's huge for me, Monday to Friday.
And actually makes you have more energy throughout the day because I know your lifestyle is very crazy. Like you guys have meetings late. It doesn't matter what time of day, you're always on. And I feel like people will make the excuse like waking up at 4:55 makes me tired for like my late night. But no, it actually energizes you and gives you so much. Do you have any other non-negotiables in your day? Like do you have like time when your phone's on airplane mode in the morning maybe? And then do you have anything else that's like set?
Actually, we just brought on someone, Rebecca, right over there. Shout out Rebecca. She's helping organize and optimize my life. I'm putting in all of those systems into place now. But some things are, certain days we take meetings, certain days we don't. Me and Jeff are talking first thing in the morning for 30 minutes every single day and really organizing and optimizing the day, which has been huge. That's about it. For me, it's just the morning right now, and it's one step at a time. I think I've built momentum, and what I do is I like to build momentum, get it going, create the system, and then next system, next system, next system.
Yeah, so. I love it. Yep. Man, you're just evolving. We'll see what happens when you keep up that routine. See what else you guys do.
It's gonna be scary what's gonna happen in like 6 months. Because I've only been on it for like a month, but I already see the results. It's crazy. And like the amount of growth you get in with the podcast too. Yeah. It's like what else are you going to listen to, right? And it's just like in your ear. That's amazing. So this kind of segues into the success of IKONICK. You guys are partnered with Scooter Braun and Gary Vee, so huge. I know you guys watching this are huge Gary Vee fans. A lot of you guys are watching their daily
vlog, the Gary Vee vlogs and his audio experience podcast. That being said, you guys have done art with Gary, and you have his basically like Gary's words that he's known for. Like Gary says his sayings like adapt or die, or another one, you're gonna die. And he's really big on all of his like things that he always says. So I want to get Mark's 2 cents on some of the art that you guys have created with Gary. Yep. So I'll like blurb you on one of the sayings and then just hear your 2 cents about it and like what it means to you.
Cool.
So let's start with you're gonna die. That one was like my favorite one.
Yep. I think that's just, for me, it's just doing what I want to do with who I want to do when I want to do it. And I think that's under the premise that, you know, time is running out as we speak right now. I actually just listened on a podcast this morning with Jesse Etzler. He made a really interesting perspective. It was all about you're going to die and reverse engineering everything in relation to that, where he was like, you know, my father, you know, is, you know, the average person lives to be 80. My father's 70. I see him 4 times a year for the next, you know, 10 years. That means I'm going to see him 40 times. So that means every time you see him, that's one less time, 40, 39, 38, 37. And it really, you know, makes you zone in on the moment and give undivided attention. So for me, you're going to die is just, I'm always constantly trying to go faster and faster and
optimize
faster.
Your day like you're doing. Like.
Exactly. Because for me, I want to hit my goals when I'm like 35, not when I'm 45, when I'm 50. I want to enjoy my life. I'm enjoying my life. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I want to get to everything as fast as possible because, you know, time is, it's ending soon. So for me, it's just get it in while the getting is good, get it as fast as you can, get it with people you care about, and control your own destiny.
Love it. Yep. He also says positivity over everything.
Yeah. For me, nothing really pisses me off. I never get angry at anything. So for me, I like to think that, you know, good energy, a room with me is better than a room without me. And yeah, it's just always look on the bright side of things. Unless it's like supremely fatal, where like you're gonna die or someone does something to my family. For me, you know, I'll get a parking ticket, don't care. You know, I'll get a cheeseburger and it's not well done, don't care. So for me, I don't let anything really get to me.
Have you always been like that?
Yeah. And for me, I think that maybe that didn't work to my advantage in the beginning, but now as like a businessman, it's very tough to rattle me where, you know, I've seen with Jeff as well in the beginning, Jeff was super emotional and sometimes he'd get negative, and now it's just look for the good in things.
Do you guys balance each other out with your personalities and like the way you guys, your
For
natures?
sure. I'm psycho and he's chill. He's creative, I'm business. And yeah, we've been working together for like 8-9 years. The relationship is great. We argue like brothers, but we've actually never really had a real argument. So
yeah,
it's
that's
cool.
awesome.
Yep.
Last one, adapt or die.
Adapt or die. So yeah, it's all about, you know, people get too stuck and caught up on how things used to be, but our world is changing so quickly that you need to pivot quickly. So people are like, you know, there's this new social media app. Oh, I don't want to do it. Like you have to do it if you want to make it to the next level. So for me, it's always staying, you know, up in the times. And a big thing I like is from Ty Lopez. It's a 33-33-33 rule, where he spends 33% of his life with people that are way more successful than him, 33% on his level, and then 33% of younger people that he sees in himself that he can mentor. And that kind of gives you a really good balance. And for me, you know, I have, you know, one of my really good friends is a 24-year-old kid in fashion. Wow. And then, you know, one of my mentors is a 41-year-old strategy guy for a private jet company. So it's just like, you're getting all different views on the world.
So important.
And that helps you stay relevant on what's going on in the world today. And if you don't adapt or pivot, then
I know, you can't be stubborn. I feel like the older generation, they're like, some of them with social media, they're like, I don't want to get on that. I don't want to learn it. But it's like, you have to. Otherwise, your business is not going to do as well as like some millennial who's dominating on the platform and knows how to market themselves.
My sister won't download Venmo. And I'm just like, Jill,
really?
I'm trying to pay you money. I was like, download Venmo right now and I will pay you a lot of money.
It's like the easiest thing, and it's the best.
She doesn't do it. She thinks differently, which I love her though. Love you, Jill.
Amazing. So one of the other things I wanted to talk about was the success with your life, because I find that a lot of us Gen Zers, millennials, we're chasing success, and we quote unquote like put success as money, cars, girls, whatever. But anyone who's made it and has that life, they know that that's not the true meaning of success, and that's not what true happiness and fulfillment comes from. So I kind of want to ask you, what is the true definition of success and like a meaningful and happy life, and what values do you have to stay true with your life and you live by that create that life for you?
I said it before, it's really doing what I want with who I want and when I want. That's the whole entire thing. If you're a part of my company and I don't like you, you're out. It's that simple. I only do shit with people I fuck with. So it's really, for me, you know, we're starting a new company with one of my best friends, and he actually every single morning we screenshot ourselves on the stair climber. So we're holding each other accountable and I say it all the time in meetings, part of the reason why I did the deal with him is because he's leveling me up as a human. And because I love him like a brother, and I want to win with him. So that's how I define success. And then I think the whole entire game, success, life, everything, it's all an internal battle. It's all about building reputation within your own mind and challenging yourself internally. Like I never thought that I could wake up before 5 o'clock. And then I did it one day and I was like, oh, fuck. And then the second day, then the third day, and then the fourth day. And now, you know, this morning was the second time thus far that I was kind of tired and didn't want to wake up. And then inside my head, I was like, stop being a little bitch. And then I woke up. So I think all things success in life, it's all an internal battle in your head. You can do anything you want. I've seen people do some crazy things that, you know, you would never think that you can do. But if you actually put your mind to it, I really believe that you can do anything. So
it's amazing. What would you tell 20-year-old Mark in front of you? If you had him right here, what would you say to him in his journey, where he's at in his life? What would be like your piece of advice?
Read more, learn more, surround yourself with good people that could teach you. And you know, I didn't find like my true calling and passion till a little bit later in life. So I guess just trying more things. So I would have found it earlier. Like, you know, there's people that have found their passion that are, you know, 20, 21 years old. That's mind blowing. Like when they're 25, they should be destroying the game. So my advice to my younger self and to everybody out there is to try as many things as possible, as quick as possible, and find out something that you're passionate about, where you also can put in a lot of time and effort into it. Because for me, I'm working every day. It doesn't feel like work. This is a joke. This is work. Look at this place right now. I live here. I work here. I like everybody in here. We're good to go. This is a joke. This whole thing is a joke. So yeah.
But it's your life.
But it's my life. Yes.
Amazing. So I kind of want to end it on a high and just hear what's next for IKONICK. Like, what do you guys have in the pipeline? Anything you can share? All the links are going to be below, so you guys can totally check out all their socials and their website and their YouTube Behind the Hustle. But from you, what can we hear? What's coming?
I would say some more product mediums, some more licenses. We're opening up a store in Vegas. Some really cool partnerships and collaborations are coming. And I would say, you know, for us, I feel like everybody that follows us knows that we're super authentic and we're kind of out there. I think we're going to get even more out there and show more stuff of what's going on. Because we've really seen, you know, ever since we started going more out there, like there's people that we've really impacted their lives. And me and Jeff, you know, that gets us going. We're super passionate about helping people. So for us, it's just probably getting out there more and sharing our story more with people to inspire people. Yeah,
I definitely think the thing that probably really pulls people in is the personal brands too, because you guys both hold such weight in your personal brands. So that being said, what's coming next for you personally? Like, what's your next level look like? I know the 5 a.m. mornings are going, so I just can't even imagine what's coming from that. But what do you have coming up, or anything you want to plug?
I wouldn't even say plugging. We're starting another company, which I can't really talk about yet. I've been like speaking a lot at conferences and stuff like that. I'm going to start probably creating some sort of like mentorship program. I'm really excited. You know, I've been working with Jeff for almost 8 or 9 years now. We've never monetized his brand, and we're actually about to launch the Cole brand in the coming months, which I'm really excited about, just because I see what comes incoming, and I haven't done anything outcoming. So I'm about to fucking attack people, which I'm really excited about that. And that's it. More systems. And I feel like for me, you know, this 5 a.m. club thing that I'm doing, I'm actually going to start creating my own systems and branding them, because I'm seeing now that when I'm doing the podcast in the morning, I'm starting to get people that are tagging me. And they're
100%.
They're like, dude, I've been doing this for 6 days in a row, 7 days in a row. You changed my life. So I'm actually going to start branding my own systems, and then start building community around them, because I'm starting to see right now that I have these like kind of like Robin Sharma has like a 20-20-20 from 5 to 6, and mine is 37 to 23. So like I'm gonna start creating my own shit.
I love it. Well, you guys heard it here first. So all of Mark's and IKONICK's links are going to be in the links below in the show notes if you're listening to on audio. And thank you so much for your time. Honestly, so appreciative. I know the audience is just super stoked and so happy that they got to listen to you for the past 20 minutes. So thank you so much. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay tuned on the next episode.
Adios.